जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्यो ध्रुवं जन्म मृतस्य च तस्माद् अपरिहारार्थे न त्वं शोचितुम् अर्हसि. Today we shall be discussing Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, shlok number 27. The meaning of the verse is, O Arjun, one who has taken his birth is sure to die, and after death one is sure to take birth again. Therefore, in the unavoidable discharge of your duty, you should not lament. Krishna is telling Arjun about the most important concept of life. My dear listeners, if you do not understand this point, then your whole life will be wasted. No matter what you achieve in your life, that will not have substantial benefit for yourself unless you understand this very point. And somehow or other, if you can comprehend this point, then from this very moment your life will have a great meaning. Your whole life will become just perfect. And if you read Bhagavad Gita, or if you are a part of any spiritual community or an organization, the first thing which you should learn is this very point about the soul. If you go and for any game or a sport, the first important thing is, in order to be a participant to it and be a winner, you must understand some of the basic fundamental rules, your position, your goal. Only then you can play. If life is a game, this is rule number 1. What is your identity? So our real identity is that I am a spirit soul, which is eternal, undying, and cannot be destroyed. Just like me, all the living beings are eternal, indestructible in nature. This is the first point. And all the living beings are part and parcel of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Some other people can say God or absolute truth, but that absolute truth has a personality which is understood when you love God. By loving God, we understand His personality. Just by knowing through some other means, we can never understand the personality. Of course, knowledge do help, but more than knowledge is surrendering through heart. Anyway, this is the first concept which we have to understand, that we have to live our life considering ourselves as soul and not the body. So this is change of consciousness. This is change of our mental platform. So Krishna says, Arjun, even though you do not understand this point that you are a soul, and you consider soul and body to be one, still you should not lament. Krishna says that if you think the body and soul is one, so body will perish. Haven't you seen that whosoever has taken birth dies? So, and anyone who dies, he will again take birth. So this is the law. Just like a seed, as I gave this example yesterday, it turns to a tree and then it dies, and then again there are seeds and the cycle goes on. So death is not opposite to life. Death is part of life. This is what one has to understand. As Leonardo da Vinci says very nicely, he says, while I thought I was learning to live, I have been learning how to die. So, as just said, that death is a part of life. So, we are living, but actually we are dying. So, we are dying, but actually we are living. So, the whole idea is that we should not be scared of death. We should understand death. So, when we understand death, then death is not a terror, death is not a fear. Once upon a time, a woman who lost her child, a child was young, she was broken because that was her only hope for life. She learned that Lord Buddha is visiting her village. So somebody told him, why don't you go and request Lord Buddha? He is all powerful. Maybe he can revive your child. So Lord Buddha was her hope now. She went to him, told her apathy, requested. Buddha said, yes, surely I will help you. You just need, I just need little salt. You have to bring that salt from any house from your village. And with that salt, I'll do something that your child will become alive. She became very happy. She said, I'll just go and bring it. I hope nobody will refuse me. But Buddha said, wait a minute. You have to beg this salt from only that house where nobody died. She ran to the first house. They gave the salt, but when she asked, is there any death in your house before? They said, yes. She said that I cannot take this salt from your house. Let me go to your neighbor. Similarly, each house she visited, she realized there's not even a single home in the whole village is without any death. Then she understood the point that this is practically impossible. She understood the concept that death is a part of life. She bowed down to Buddha, she surrendered to Buddha. So the whole idea is that if we understand death, then there is no problem. But we have to understand the purpose of death, the purpose of birth, the purpose of human life. People are so much engrossed in the material activities that they forget. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Dene jaye miche kaje, nisha nidra bose, nahi bhavi marana nikat ashe bose. That my whole day goes in working uselessly, my night goes in useless sleep. I never anticipate, never think that my death is sitting beside me, it's very near to me. आजीवा शकट बरसे अवश्य मरना निश्चिंत न थाको भाई भजो कृष्ण चरणा जीवन error ठीक नाई. Bhaktivinoda Thakur further says, whether today or after 100 years, one has to die. For this, there is no doubt. O my friend, do not be complacent. You should take the shelter of Sri Krishna and you should do bhajan of Sri Krishna because this life has no, uh, you never know how long it is with you. So what Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying that death has no timing or any time, all time death. So it is better that you take shelter of Krishna, do his bhajan, and that way you will overcome death. It's only Krishna's name, Krishna's bhakti, which has the potency to destroy the death, to defeat the death. Because even though we die, we again take the birth. So death is always there. So it is better that we should take shelter of Krishna and make our life perfect. Hare Krishna.